So this guy said something very interesting. He said, I have evidence of a woman who delivered 2 live tortoises in a church. Ah, bro, it's a scam, and I'm going to explain to you how they do that scam with a personal experience. So many years ago, I wanted to attend TB Joshua's church. All right. So before I attended it, I had already bought tapes, tapes of this lady called Bisola Johnson. In that BBC interview, there's a lady that had a weak eye. She has been, whatever she said in that interview, she has been saying it for many years in the streets of Lagos. Sometimes she will stand on the street herself and carry placard and be warning people. So this lady, I watched all her videos where she was exposing the man of God. And then the other pastor, Pastor Agomo, I watched some of his tapes where he was also exposing the church. So they had already put a lot of fear in my body, but I'm somebody that can go in spite of fear. I said, let me actually go there and see for myself. So I was going there very skeptical. I was not the normal church goer. I was going there with a lot of warnings from these 2 tapes. So when I entered, I arrived around 7 a.m. They directed me somewhere, and eventually, later on, many months later, I found out that they were keeping newcomers in one place, international commerce, let me put it that way, in one place, old commerce in one place. Like the church is arranged in sections. But if you walk in, usher will just usher you based on you just coming in. You may not know that it's partitioned that way. So when the prayer started, I kept my eyes open. I did not pray anything. The only prayer I was praying is, your blood of Jesus cover me, blood of Jesus cover me. Any juju this man is doing, cover me. That's what I was saying inside my mind. People were firing prayer. So TB Joshua was preaching. Where I was at the top gallery. I was at the top section of the church. The church is massive. We're talking about 15 to 20,000 seater church, something like that. Then that's the main auditorium. Then it had extra 2 or 3 auditoriums. Massive church, jeez. So where I was inside the church. The altar was really far away from where I was. So what they did in that church was very smart, and it was the first church I've seen where they did that. They put TV, this big plasma TV. They put it, something like this. So they put it at every section of the church so that whatever is happening in the altar, you'll be seeing it. So they had cameras everywhere, and the camera crew videoing different parts of the congregation, and then there's an ICT unit somewhere that is feeding it to the TVs. So even if you can't see the altar very well, you just look at the TV in front of you. So it continued like that. I was watching, and eventually something interesting happened. Out of my skepticism, I opened my eyes. People were, he was saying that there's something in your stomach, vomit it out, something in your stomach, vomit it out. Some people, at least I saw 2-3 people that knelt down and started throwing up. I was like, interesting. TB Joshua was still on the mic. He was now saying, something in your stomach, bring it out, something like that. They now showed a woman. This woman was in the bathroom. They had like a section bathroom. I don't know where the bathroom was, but I saw it on the TV there. And the woman was sitting down like this. And they brought a bowl, plastic bowl, and put it between her legs. Meanwhile, her skirt was covering her. It's not like I'm seeing any private parts. The skirt was on her lap, folded to her laps, and the bowl was there. Now, they were now saying, meanwhile, the bowl has some water, like brown liquid, that looked like semi-blood, semi-tea, semi-water, some brownish liquid, just like half a cup inside that bowl. So they showed the camera and was saying, somebody was with a microphone. As TB Joshua was praying with his own microphone, another guy was with a microphone saying, watch your screen, screen. Something is coming out of her. They just showed the woman. I was watching. Which prayer? I did not pray until I opened my eyes. I was watching. So within 10-15 seconds of showing that, they cut it out. After about 3 minutes, they were showing other section of the church. After about 3 minutes, they cut in again, And then they showed a lump of something inside that bowl with that woman still like that. And she's touching her stomach like this. You know? They now showed a lump of something inside that same bowl. Remember, the bowl was empty before with a liquid. Now, when they cut the screen and brought it back, they now showed a lump there with some extra liquid. The lump was thick, dark, brown, brownish, reddish, you know, there. Wow. In my mind, I was like, geez, first time I'm seeing a miracle. Somebody delivered. So the guy started saying, the voice on the microphone that is not Joshua's voice was saying, she just delivered fibroid. She just delivered fibroid. Miracle, this, that. I was like, what? My jaw just dropped. I was like, first time in my life I'm actually seeing a real miracle. I've been to many churches looking for miracle. That this one, nobody told me. I saw it with my koro eyes. That was the day I decided I'll be attending that church. I attended for another like 8 months, you know, before I started piecing together everything. Do you understand? This is actually a scam, because I went to the prayer section for them to pray for me. That was when I saw most of the tricks. All right. So when that now happened, I started thinking, what of the first miracle that I witnessed, that miracle of fibroid? I now realized that it's actually a trick. The reason it's a trick is that I did not see the vagina of the woman open and something come out. I did not see it. What they did was they raised her skirt a little, cut the camera, cut it again, cut it. Before you know it, there's something on the plate. We did not see that thing come out. Do you understand? So that's what happened to this guy. I have evidence of woman delivering 2 live tortoise in a church. No, a woman cannot deliver tortoise, Oga. That's scam. You are tricked in church. And if you listen, if you ask this guy now, you will now see that it's the same kind of thing. They will just tell you the woman is delivering something. They will cover the woman. Before you know it, they will bring out tortoise from nowhere. Scam. Even in that TB Joshua church, there was another time it happened. The woman delivered snail. There was massive prayer. The next thing you hear, watch your screen. A woman at the gallery. I was in church that day. This woman, I was not a staff. Before you start asking me anything, I was not a staff. I was just a normal attendee of the church, because I believed that I saw miracle. So another day, watch your screen. Camera crew will run upstairs, go and video the woman. You know that upstairs there's a lot of people too. They call it gallery. They video the woman. She lay down like this, and then they produce two snail that she delivers snail. And I believed it. Number one thing is that it's not possible for a woman to deliver fibroid. If you have fibroid, either 2 things. One is either you do surgery, all right, to cut it out, or you leave it. It may not harm you, depending on where it is and the type. 3, some of these teas and whatever herbs claim to shrink it. You know, if it's a growth, to me it makes sense that it might be able to shrink using all these herbal treatments, because some native doctors claim that they can do it, but personally I don't have evidence. But because of the nature of fibroid, the woman cannot remove it out through the vagina. It's not possible. The doctors, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not medically possible, because it's a growth. It's attached to the wall of anything inside your stomach, usually uterus or something. Sometimes it grows with the baby. You can't deliver, even if you're having delivery. It's the baby that will come out. The fibroid will not come out. So how did they manage to convince me that a woman delivered fibroid? Hi, Jesus Christ, I was an idiot. So think about all the miracles you ever saw in church. Do you know the person? That woman that was delivering that fibroid that day, do I know her? I don't know her. I don't know her history. Did she have fibroid before? I don't know. What of the medical report stating that she had fibroid? I don't know. Did she take drugs from the hospital? I don't know. What of the medical report after saying that the fibroid is gone? I don't know. I don't know this lady. All of a sudden, I just believed it because what? Camera tricks, Oga. It's tricks. Miracles don't exist. The earlier we know it as Africans, the better, because it will help us to build technologies like other parts of the world that will help us. We're not building any serious technology in Africa because we believe so much in miracles. Technology itself is a miracle. It shock you.